March 29, 1946. In the prison courtyard of Budapest, two men stood before the gallows, László Baky and László Endre. They had once held power as State Secretaries in Hungary's Interior Ministry. Now, they were condemned war criminals, waiting to die for their role in the murder of hundreds of thousands. When Nazi Germany occupied Hungary in March 1944, the Reich needed loyal Hungarian collaborators to carry out the final solution. Baky and Endre didn't hesitate. They weren't soldiers. They didn't fight on the front lines. They were bureaucrats, men of paper, orders, and logistics. And with those tools, they helped exterminate nearly 500,000 Hungarian Jews. Baky had full control over the National Gendarmerie. He gave the orders to isolate, arrest, and deport Jews to ghettos. Endre, operating alongside Adolf Eichmann, arranged the trains, coordinated the schedules, and ensured there were no delays. The goal was terrifying in its simplicity: clear Hungary of Jews as quickly as possible. Between May and July 1944, over 437,000 Jews were deported from Hungary. Most were sent to Auschwitz-Birkenau, where gas chambers waited. Entire towns were emptied in days. Elderly people, children, pregnant women, none were spared. International pressure temporarily halted the deportations. But by October, when the Arrow Cross Party took power, Baky and Endre were back in action. They resumed roundups, ordered new arrests, and collaborated with Nazi forces even as the war was being lost. They worked until the very end. After the war, both men fled. But their roles were too prominent, too infamous. They were arrested, returned to Budapest, and brought before a public tribunal in early 1946. Witnesses, documents, and even train records sealed their fate. At the trial, neither man accepted responsibility. They spoke of loyalty to Hungary. They called it national defense. But their signatures were on the orders, their names tied to mass death. The court delivered the only verdict possible. On the morning of their execution, they refused final words. They faced the nooses in silence. Two men who had wielded enormous power, brought down not by armies, but by justice. As the trapdoors fell, so did the men who once turned railroads into weapons. Today, the names Baky and Endre are not widely known, but to historians, to survivors, and to justice itself, they represent a chilling truth.